welcome. My name's Kathy A, and today I'm going to join the party. I'm going to do the $10 or less makeup tag, and my whole face today is done with all items that individually were $10 or less, and I'll just do a complete demo and talk over and we'll see how it goes.
Alrighty. Yes, hello. This is the before picture. This is Wet n Wild's eyeshadow primer. Now I think they call it Photo Focus Primer. It used to be the Fergie Take on the Day primer. And I used to use this exclusively, high-end, low-end, any kind of end. This was my go-to eyeshadow primer. This is the NYX Hydra Touch Face Primer, and it is a moisturizing primer. It feels like water popping all over your face when you put it on. It's extremely hydrating without being greasy, and it dries down to a beautiful finish, and your foundation just glides over it really well. I'm really pleased with it. I think it's fairly new from NYX. This is the Conceal and Perfect foundation from Milani. Controversial only because when you put it on, it looks quite yellow and you look like you had a bad case of jaundice, but it blends in, it melts with your skin, and it looks quite natural after you're done. But when you see this, I know you're gonna be humming that Oompa Loompa song. A lot of people didn't like this foundation because of the warm tone. I think the number 3 is more neutral toned. This is the number 1, which is a very warm tone. And it will, I promise you, it will meld in with my skin and you won't even notice the color. It does oxidize slightly, up a half shade, so I would say don't go any higher than a 3 if you're a medium light person. And they do go up quite high, but everybody has complained about the warmness. To set the under eye, I didn't use any concealer, I just used that foundation. That's the e.l.f. HD under eye setting powder. And I just wish they had a little more product in that container, because it's a great product. It's a great deal for $3 or whatever, but there's not very much product in that little container. Moving on to the face powder, this is NYX No Filter powder. And this is number 2. This comes in several different shades as well, and you're going to see this neutralizes out that yellow cast from the foundation. That foundation is long-lasting and really nice, and I'm going to stand by it because I do like it very much. This is from Pacifica, and this is a coconut milk infused cheek color, and it's a beautiful color. I think it's Camille. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just putting a little on the 10 and 2 there on my eyes, and maybe just a little too much blush for work. But now this is the contour from Wet n Wild. I went looking through my stuff to see if I had anything that was $10 or less in the contour area, and this is the only thing I could actually find. It's not one of my favorites. It's for the summertime generally, when I have a little bit of color on my face, so it's a little bit dark for me. But for demonstration purposes, I'm just doing it. This is the Caramel Toffee shade. There is another shade that's slightly lighter and more neutral colored. For a highlighter, I'm using the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. This is a beautiful treasure from the drugstore. This is a very, very light, subtle, glowy kind of highlighter. Very beautiful. I'm not really into using bronzer right now because we're getting into fall, but just a little bit of light butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's really nice. Going into the brows, this is the NYX Micro Brow, and I believe I have taupe for my color. I don't do huge eyebrows. I never have liked huge eyebrows. I always think it makes me look a little like a caveman, so I actually side on the thinner. Some of you may be going nuts at this because you like thicker brows, and thicker brows do make you look younger to a point, but I like the kind of ladylike ones. And that is the Micro Brow Pencil. And now I also use a mascara, a brow mascara, because it covers over the gray hairs that are in my brows. If you have gray hair in your brows, please don't pluck it, just coat it with this mascara stuff. Now this is something new I saw in CVS. They're in the front. They have these little impulse bins. I guess they learned from Sephora and Ulta. And it's a 6-shade MUA eyeshadow palette, and this one is in nude. It's absolutely adorable, and I really like it. I think the shadows in it are almost as good as the the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette that I just bought. That is going back to Sephora, but I'll have to talk about that at another time. I'm just using that lighter shade on the main lid, and then I'm going into the 4th shade in, which is a matte light brown for the crease color. And I'm just building it up slowly. You do kick up a little bit of powder with this palette, so you do have to be careful about fallout on your cheeks. And I'm using there are a couple of shimmer shades in this palette. I think there's 4 matte and 3 or 2 shimmer. Going into the darker shade, and I'm using all inexpensive brushes. That's a Barbie brush that I have in my hand, and it works quite well, actually. Those brushes that Walgreens puts out as Catwoman and Barbie and all the others, they are made by Soho Brushes, which is not a great brush company, but it's better than the really cheapy ones. And I'm using Real Techniques brushes, which are also individually much less than $10. It built up quite nicely. I think for being such a small little palette, and it was only about $8, it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I think it gave me a pretty good eye look. I'm just taking a little of that light color and just dabbing it just underneath the brow. Going into the Cat Eye liner, and this is from Jordana. Jordana, of course, is made in California in the same factory area as Milani. They're in the same place, basically, so they probably crisscross their manufacturing. It's cruelty-free. All of these items today are cruelty-free. And I'm just going just a little bit the outer quarter on the lower lashes. Now I'm going to curl my lashes, just a generic eyelash curler. Moving into mascara, and this is the Max Volume Plus from Wet n Wild. It does give you nice big honkin' lashes. It isn't my favorite mascara. I still like high-end mascaras a little better, but for drugstore, this is one of my favorites. It also happens to be cruelty-free. Painfully going through the whole process. Do this to the other side. Oh my goodness. I probably should have edited this a little bit, but I wanted you to see the whole process. And yes, I do use mascara on my lower lashes. I just can't help myself. Checking in the mirror to make sure there's no splotches or anything in the 5x side. You should always check yourself in the 5x side of your mirror. This is Milani's lip liner in nude, and I like to get a color for a lip liner that's close to my actual lip shade, just on the inside of my lip. And Milani makes very nice, high quality lip liners. This is Wet n Wild Balm Stain Lip Crayon in Caffeine Fix. This is my favorite color, and for lip crayons, this is my favorite of all time. Moving into gloss, this is NYX Mega Shine Gloss, and the color is Sweetheart, just using it on the center of my lips, and it smells like cupcakes. Nail polish today is from Essence. This is the gel nail polish in Dreaming of Love. Well, from work to play, I'm going to step it up by using some lashes, and these are Ardell lashes. They're about $4.99, and this is the particular Glamour Lash number 135. I'm going to use some Kiss lash glue. This is the strip lash glue that has the brush with it, and I prefer that. Cruelty free. Now I'm painting along the edge of my lash line. I know you think I'm crazy, but I think lashes go on easier this way, and you don't have to wait the 30 seconds and all that stuff. Just slap them on there. There we go. I'm slapping. Okay. And they're in. Easy peasy. Gotta do the other side now. Drawing a quick little line. Extends a little bit past where the lash would actually go. And then I kind of do the slinky thing with the little lash, bending a little bit. And then I'm just slapping it on. Sometimes the ends move up and you want to make sure they're down so they're not sticking up, because then you won't see them. They look far more natural. Now I'm just going to go over the top of any spaces or anything just to line it. I'm going back in with that Jordana Cat Eyes liner. And that completes our look. I'm going to fix my hair and kapow.
So there you have it. This is the work look, daytime look for a drugstore, $10 or less. And all of these items are pretty readily available. MUA was a big surprise. I really like it a lot. I actually like it better than my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette that I just got. You know, for $8.99 or whatever this was. Absolutely great little palette. And this has been a staple in my collection for a while. In fact, most of these things are already in my collection, so I didn't have to go and buy anything. I think I actually went out and I got the mascara because I have so many mascaras that I didn't have a drugstore mascara, and I remembered I liked this one from before, so I went and got that. But it's very easy to do a great pull together look using $10 or less priced items. That's my Godzilla ringtone, and that's when somebody emails me or comments on YouTube, that thing goes off. So anyway, so I hope this has been fun for you. It was awful fun for me, and if you haven't done this tag yet, I really wish you would. If you have a favorite item that you like to use that's $10 or under, why don't you list it below in the comments and share it with us. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.